So do you roll these?
Mm-hmm. I only trust myself. One little hit. That's it. No more. I'm gonna time it. So we'll see how you feel at 10:50.
My God, your pot is strong. It is insane.
Yeah, the first time we met, I remember, was at an SNL after party.
And most recently was your Hilarity for Charity.
Yes, we smoked weed there too.
My wife had to help me out.
There was a lot of weed smoking happening there. Yeah. I don't like to share compliments I've been given, but Snoop Dogg told me I was the best joint roller he's ever met in his entire life.
That's amazing. Wow.
Because I can roll cross joints. All those cross joints in Pineapple Express, like, I actually rolled those. And they're really hard to roll.
You're like an origami master.
Yeah, we had a book when we were kids that was like 100 creative ways to smoke joints, and the cross joint was in it. I released a video once how to do it. It's kind of like an inelegant way to smoke weed, but at a party, it's a showstopper.
I'm fucking baked now.
Good.
Right this way.
It's always a good sign when
there's no white people.
there's no white people.
Yeah,
but
always. 100%.
You just feel better.
Yeah, it's a major step in the right direction.
Oh, wait.
Thank you.
We're just going to town.
Yes. Did they have dim sum where you were growing up?
I didn't have dim sum till probably like college.
Wow. The one time I remember as a kid realizing it was strange that we grew up in a city with a lot of ethnic food was in the movie The Breakfast Club. Molly Ringwald's character is eating sushi.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone's looking at her like she's a fucking alien. And I remember me and my sister were like, what's weird about that? Like, everyone eats sushi.
That's fascinating to me. How's that like informed your comedy growing up? When you started to see that that's not how the world actually is?
My best friend is my writing, producing, directing partner. I've known since I was 12. Like, we wrote a movie that was pretty representative of our high school experience. In practice, like, people found our high school experience to be, like, immensely relatable. Like, people still watch it and relate to it. What's interesting is that, like, even though we had all this ethnic food, it doesn't change, like, the simple dynamics, really, of how you feel. Like, kids were still bullied, just not for their food, for other shit, you know?
You were so lucid as to what you wanted out of your life. I had no idea.
Yeah, I knew. I started doing stand-up when I was 13.
What the hell did your parents say when you were like, hey, Mom, Dad, I'm not coming home tonight. I'm gonna work late night at the club?
They drove me to the club. I couldn't drive. I had no driver's license. So my mom would go to the clubs with me and watch me perform.
Hi, I'm Seth Rogen. I'd like to tell you a bit about myself. I'm a two-time Playgirl centerfold.
I did stand-up comedy for years, and I think it was so informative into how we make movies because the audience should feel like you're having a conversation with them. Like, they should feel considered and included.
Same with food.
And, like, the more we make movies, the more I'm drawn to simplicity. Like, right now, we're writing a silent movie. We're just like, could we make a movie
Going back to Charlie Chaplin
with
style?
no talking? Like, Buster Keaton is one of my favorites. It's like, can we do the same thing with way less? You know? I'd say with us, even still, people are always like, it must be so easy for you guys to get movies made. And the truth is, like, almost every one of our movies is, like, so crazy that it is quite hard to get made. Like, Sausage Party is a good example of something that, like, no one wanted to make that movie for years and years and years. And this is the end we had a really hard time getting made, even though we had all the actors attached. But then what's funny is, like, the interview would be the thing that people would point to as, like, oh, that's where, like, your hubris took you too far. But the truth is that movie, looking back, was like had the least resistance to its making. Like, they were just like, go, 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 you're geniuses. And like, we're just like, okay, great. And like that, I think, was the problem with it. As opposed to our other movies, they have to jump through so many hoops to get made that by the time they're getting made, they're really good because they've had like a lot of holes poked in them and things like that, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, the interview was the one where I was like, man, wish people maybe scrutinized that a little bit more. Could have had a couple more meetings about that one. That wouldn't have hurt.
You may or may not like this.
Oh my God, that is fucking weird looking, dude.
Yeah. So peel off one of these.
Oh, gross. It's like a ball sack. This is like what, not a ball sack, what I imagine is inside the sack.
The testes.
Yeah. Whoa.
Right?
Not bad. A little sweaty.
You're fucking ruining my favorite food.